Good afternoon, good evening, this is John Paul Wright. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Today I want to talk about a post I got off Reddit, and the guy is trying to say that Rei not having a bloodline is actually kind of worse for kids. It doesn't really work for kids, and what they were saying is her not having a bloodline makes her this strong, independent, powerful woman when it just really doesn't matter, and it would probably be better if she just did for the sake of the storytelling. So this poster says, concerning the bloodline, do children actually care about that? Would they care if Rei was related to any of the other characters like Luke or Leia or whatever? I only see adults discussing this stuff, thinking too much about it and trying desperately to find some kind of facts, moral, message, while kids just enjoy their heroes doing cool stuff regardless if they are related to anyone important or not. Exactly. That's the thing, and when I think about it, I think the same thing. It's us who are basically adults or young adults talking about it, thinking about the storyline. You don't have 10-year-old kids, 12-year-old kids, 14-year-old kids, going, oh, who's Rei related to? Oh, it just doesn't really matter. So it's just like kind of more proof to just trying to like push it in our faces that this is a new character and she is agenda-based. Buy it up. Then he says, I actually remember finding it very cool as a 9-year-old kid myself that Anakin was the chosen one. I never thought, oh, boo-hoo, I can never be that. I mean, the Force, the Jedi aren't real. Why would I care? Yeah, I mean, exactly. Why would kids care about, like, Rey and Finn walking around, The Force Awakens meeting Han, and he's like, none of it's real. It's like, alright, it just, why? It just doesn't really work the way I think they intended it to. It's not like they really ever harped upon that mystery. They just kind of meet up and it's like, oh, Jedi's not real, but go do your stuff against the First Order and be awesome. They didn't really get into any depth about why it's not real, the history. Rey was never like really curious, it didn't seem. She just kind of jumped around and did her thing, just like kind of a chicken without a head. He also makes the point that they wanted Rey to be kind of this nobody special, which was another theme in The Last Jedi with the Broom Boy, how they want to say, oh, nobody's special, but they could use the Force too. And he makes the argument here, it might be she, just saying, that it's actually better to see your heroes do special things for the most part, and not see your heroes just be these normal people, which is okay too, but I think that takes a more mature audience and a more mature story. But kids want to see superhero type things, special things, incredible things. Why? Because they're kids. Because they can't really relate to being a normal life person yet and having struggles against people who are special and having these gender issues and racial issues and all this kind of stuff. They're kids. They don't care about it. So when you're talking about going for kids for these movies, they did a terrible job on going for the kids, and they did a terrible job for the adults, especially like for the toxic white dudes like me. They did a horrible job. So he also makes this point about Superman. I'm not totally sure what he wants to say. Maybe you guys could help me out, but it's kind of interesting. Do kids mind that only Clark Kent could be Superman and not literally any other human being? Of course not. They loved him. So, of course, when you think about Superman, if you think about Rey, I know, I'm talking shit about Rey. Go ahead, hit that dislike button if you like Rey. I don't. I never will. Okay, never say never. Let's see what happens in 9, but 99.9% I probably will never like Rey. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Love to hear your thoughts, love to hear your opinions. Do you like Rey? Do you not like Rey? Just kidding. I think most people here don't like Rey, but even if you do, that's cool. Let me know. And I do special thanks, shoutouts, things like that. Click that subscribe button, notifications bell if you haven't, and I will see you next time.